From Fox News, MSNBC's Al Sharpton relationship underlines network's disdain for media ethics. You know what? I always wondered, how in heaven's name did Al Sharpton get a post on MSNBC? And if you've ever wondered, well, here's your answer. This is unbelievable. Ever since MSNBC signed radical activist Al Sharpton as a weekend host in 2011, the subject of media ethics has been beside the point. A news network that hires a man who notoriously spread the Tawana Broadley hoax in the 80s and paid $65,000 in damages for it doesn't imply news is their top concern. Instead, MSNBC surely thought it could quiet any concerns about the racial diversity of its hosts by hiring one of the most inflammatory black activists that could be found. And boop, that's how he got hired. It was a race hustle. Al would say, well, no. Now, hold on a minute. I don't see a lot of black hosts on your shows. I don't see a lot of black faces. Now, hold on. You don't want me to hold a press conference, do you? You don't want me to tell the world that you are a racist organization, do you? And that's how he got the gig. Instead of being a race hustler on the corner, chasing them ambulances, he took the professional route. And told everybody, no, there's really no racial problem on MSNBC. Unbelievable, man. This partnership began after a round of sugary boost profiles on 60 Minutes. Longtime CBS correspondent Leslie Stahl oozed Sharpton as an Obama insider, a trusted White House advisor who's become the president's go-to black leader, close quote. How's about them apples? Al Sharpton was the go-to black leader in Obama's White House. But wait a minute, isn't Obama a black leader? I would think that the last thing he needs would be a go-to black leader. Unless Obama was not a black leader. All of you black folk that thought that, no, we finally got one of our own. No, you didn't. Even the media is telling you, no, you didn't. Obama is and has always been an elitist. Oh yeah, and if you don't believe me, ask the black people in Flint, Michigan. Yeah, go ahead. Now, for those of you who don't know about the Flint, Michigan story, just Google it. Better, get on YouTube and do the 60 Minutes in Flint, Michigan and Obama. Just go take a look at it. Black people were beside themselves. Oh my goodness, he's finally come. He's finally come here, and this is wonderful. And after he left, they got the real Obama. He is not one of us. Now, I know that some of you were thinking, well, you voted for Trump and he ain't one of you. It's like, well, here's the difference. In case you're missing it, you see, Trump never held himself out as being, well, like me. He just held himself out as a man who would fight for me. Okay, black people, Obama never fought for you. Okay? Never. In fact, Tavis Smiley, a black commentator, said that it pained him to say it, but black people lost ground during the Obama era. In every major economic category, black people lost ground. Obama was never one of us. It always boggles the mind when black people go out and vote for people that look like them, and then they get the short end of the stick, and they're always surprised. We always wonder, how is this happening to us? It's like, well, you keep voting for skin color. You know what's happening in Chicago? Now they want Brandon Johnson out. Well, why did you vote for him? He was to the left of Lori Lightfoot. Well, of course, he's going to take your money to house the illegals. Of course he's going to do that. Because, well, you voted for skin color instead of policy. You see, you should have been voting for policy. That's why you keep losing. Tongues wagged that MSNBC was doing Obama a favor, or that Sharpton was rewarded for supporting Comcast's bid to buy NBC Universal in 2010. And boop, there it is. That's the reason he was hired. I used to think, wait a minute, is Al a journalist? No. Has Al Sharpton become an anchor? No. In fact, it was painfully obvious when he could not read the teleprompter. You think I'm making that up? I'm sorry. I wish I had it pulled up. He had a very difficult time keeping up with the teleprompter. I'm not making fun of him. Hey, I read really slow. I'm not a great reader. I can't. And I'm very honest about it. But I don't use a teleprompter. I'm just reading you the news. And this is true. The reason he got the gig on MSNBC was because he would give a blessing to Comcast and the deal buying NBC. And nobody said boo. No one said anything. Man, this is unbelievable. Well, for any of you out there who wanted to know how Al Sharpton got that gig, now you know. As the most radical, inflammatory, quotes, some called black leader, they gave him a gig. And he's probably never leaving. And that's why you don't see anything from MSNBC about his getting $500,000 from Kamala and never disclosing it. At the very minimum, you disclose it to your viewers. But that would be like, the ethical thing to do. But once again, he's not a journalist. He's an activist. That's why they all go to him if there's something sort of, racial thing going on. MSNBC can always point to Al, and the Reverend always gives them his blessing. He sold you out, dear black people. But you should be used to that, right? Because, well, can you point to any city that's run by black mayors, black city councilmen, where they've been successful? Now, there is one. There's one in Dallas. Maybe it's Houston, where the black mayor is actually very successful in attracting businesses. He was very, very successful, with the votes, which is why he switched parties. He's no longer a Democrat. He's now a Republican. God, it's so obvious. I'm sorry. I went way too long on this. Black people, when will we wake up? Don't vote skin color. Vote policy. But what do I know? All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.